Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 36 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Ottomans. I had a little bit of trouble getting the game to load because since I last played, they have released patch 1.19, which is the Denmark patch, which it's not really a DLC. All it is mainly doing is changing some interface stuff around, but it did cause some compatibility issues. One of the first things I noticed that has changed, if we actually have a look down here, we can see that the Alps, there's two areas of the Alps that are now actually considered wasteland, which is very, very interesting there. They apparently have also changed some stuff around in Africa as well, adding some new countries. We can also see another thing you'll notice here, this is one of the other changes they've made, is that you can actually see some parts of the map, the parts that are wasteland, no longer show as being a colour, so you can actually see terrain on the political map mode, which is quite nice. But there are definitely some new nations down here. And yeah, well, I guess we'll find more stuff. I didn't really read the patch notes for this because it's not really a major patch or a DLC or anything. I think most of the stuff in this patch concentrates on Scandinavia, so it's not really going to affect us in this game. What I will be doing, though, is just, if I do spot anything as we go through, I'll try and point it out. So, at the end of the last video, we were in this war where we're mainly dealing with Austria. This is actually the French conquest of Provence. So, it's the Papal State, Austria, and Siena. We are beating the snot out of Austria, and I'm kind of guessing that France may well give us some stuff once the war is over. Of course, we've only got 60% war score. Venice has left a trade league because there are not enough members. There might be a few little hiccups and bits and pieces that aren't quite working properly here. There's the Alps as well. That's wasteland though. So yeah, there might be a few little things that pop up and happen and stuff like that, simply because, like I said, we've reloaded after a new patch and it might have broken some stuff. So hopefully it won't be too bad. So we've got a couple of places that we can core now. Wasn't even aware that they were places that I had. Where are those places actually? Let's just try and find that out. I'd be interested to know. Are these two new provinces? They look like they're two new provinces. That is interesting. Okay, so we might find there's a lot of new places that have appeared. Doesn't look like there's much changed. Is Lincolnshire new, or was Lincolnshire always there? Hopefully the game sorts itself out and we don't have too many problems because of this, but we should be okay. So what we're basically trying to do is get a full siege on Austria. We've got lots of people asking for military access. I might as well just say yes for now. We've occupied somewhere else. Military access all over the place. People are leaving the military coalition now. Somebody did suggest, and it wasn't a terrible idea at all. We've already got claims over here, but somebody suggested we go to war with Fezzan. And Fezzan have no allies. We're not... Right, yeah, Fezzan have no allies. We will end up taking some stuff from Tunis later on. And I could give them these two provinces and we could start eating down there. So what I might do is vassalize Fezzan and make them into a march. And we can start feeding them bits of Africa. That sounds like it might be a good idea. We don't have any manpower, which is a potential issue. How much of an army does Fezzan have? Military, armies. In alphabetical order would be preferable. Fezzan, you have 7,000 men. I could beat you up. I think we'll concentrate on this war first, though. So what I want to try and do is bring some of my own men back. The military coalition is falling apart. Of course, that's not going to make much of a difference once we peace out here. Especially if France do give us a load of territory. Now, I'm kind of hoping that France just do enough to finish this war off themselves. Austria still have some big stacks down here. The Papal State's thinking about jumping on a 40 stack down there, which is not a good idea. Getting diplomatic insults and stuff. Our policy of encouraging innovation and free thinking has led to our people taking a more relaxed attitude to state religion. So we can get increased technology costs for better missionary strength, or we can get more unrest and reduced taxes, reduced manpower modifier. It's only local though. Local tax manpower, that's in one province, so that's fine. Royal marriage offer from Persia. I'm not going to take that because I think we're already at our relationship limit. So I probably want to get rid of my alliance with Persia. We definitely want to stay leading the March of Crimea. France and Castile we want to stay allied with, and probably the Netherlands. I do really need to suck up to these guys. We haven't improved relations with them for a while. Improved relations 36. Yeah, that could definitely be better. So let's go ahead and improve relations with France. We will also improve relations with Castile. We'll break our alliance with Persia. We also don't need the military access from Persia anymore. So let's go ahead and cancel military access. And we'll cancel that alliance when it is good and time. We could probably make a little bit more money if we turn these forts off now. I don't think we're going to be invaded by the Austrians. I really don't think they can get to us at this point. We do have a stack of rebels up there, which is going to cause some problems if we allow them to retake Vienna. So we might have to go in and deal with that. Considering the amount of troops that France, Castile, and Aragon all have between them, I'm very, very surprised that they haven't got a 100% war score yet. Is this the war actually over? The French conquest of Provence. Well, this can't be right. This is Siena. Siena's lost no troops. What's happened here? Oh, Siena's been forced out. They will give France war reparations. Siena will annul treaties with the Papal States. Yeah, okay, so that doesn't really make any difference to anything. Right, you guys... I don't really want to group you all together. You are a massive stack. You're going to get a butt ton of attrition here. But let's get you in over here. And we should be able to take those rebels out quite easily. Well, they're just peasants. We're going to have some of our own problems soon. We've won the siege of Twente. We've won the siege of Trent. There's another one down here that we need to go and squish as well. You guys are probably all one group. You're a 1448. Yep, you're one single stack. So we have Austria 100% sieged out at the moment. They're probably going to get that. We won't get there in time, so we'll have to Oh no, we just managed to get there in time. And we won. So let's go ahead and split this army up so that we're not taking a ton of attrition. And then we can actually... Right, you're still in Trent and taking attrition. Can we move you anywhere where you wouldn't be taking attrition? Probably not. Move you down here into Gauls on the coast. I don't want to move too far away in case Austria try and come and unsiege anything. Our heir, Bobby Fender, is now well connected. 20% cheaper advisor costs. Very, very nice. Just out of interest, France, so you can't get there. I was just going to say, why aren't you just destroying that army? Yeah, I can't really get... We are blockading. Those are my transports there. I mean, we could use the transports to get an army over there and start doing some damage, but I'm just hoping that they can deal with that. We'll kind of wait. I don't really want to get involved with it if I don't have to. Meanwhile, let's just march this 22 stack down to here. It's going to take them some time, but we'll go and declare a war on Fezzan. We'll make them a march, and then we can start feeding them some other stuff. So it doesn't look like we've got any conversions we can do. We do have a potential rebel uprising somewhere, which is going to be the Hejaz separatists. Now, where are you going to pop? You are going to pop probably in Mecca, somewhere around there. So we really want to get that stack that we've got on the march. We really want to get you down here somewhere. Because this is desert mountains. We'll sort of split them up over the 2 mountain provinces if we can. Hopefully we can deal with that without too much of a problem. So how are we doing in terms of tech now with our institutions? So we bought the other one off. It'll be quite a while before we can adopt printing press. Because none of our provinces so far have adopted that. What have we got here? Convert Hagia Sophia into a mosque. The Byzantine Emperor Justinian I built Hagia Sophia in 532, choosing Isidore of Miletus and Anathemus of Tralles to be the architects. The church was built with Hellenistic columns from the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. Large stones from quarries in Porphyry, Egypt, green marble from Thessaly, black stone from the Bosporus region, and yellow stone from Syria. That a Christian church is still in use does not please the people who wish to transform it into a mosque. It is also in dire need of renovation and should be repaired before made into a mosque. So we could spend 116 ducats, gain 20 prestige and 20 piety. Or we could leave it be and lose 20 piety. Now then, what is our piety on at the moment? We're at 100% piety, which is giving us the morale of armies and the missionary strength. We see this religious unity thing now. This isn't a change to the interface. We can actually see religious, how much it would change religious unity by for each conversion. That is quite cool. Why don't we have mission? Well, these all places all have religious zeal. So we can actually afford to lose a bit of piety. It'd be nice to get the tax modifier and the manpower recovery and the cheaper tech cost. So I think we'll lose the piety now. We've almost got this one done. That shouldn't take too long for that to finish. We've got an idea group, or an idea that we can take, which would be an admin idea. We might have to do some coring though. And we're not in a massive rush for those extra protected cultures. So I think, or accepted cultures. So I think we will wait. We've got more, another rebellion down here that we need to sort of put down if we can. 82% war score now in our favour. Apparently we don't have Austria 100% siege because they've got a little bit more land up here, but Castile and Brittany are dealing with those. Okay, we've won that fight against the rebels. Unfortunately, it doesn't help us with our manpower problems. How are we doing down here? Have we arrived in these counties yet? Not quite, but we are getting there. So I do want to keep my eye up here and make sure that we're not going to have too many problems. Let's have a quick look at buildings. We definitely want to try and get tax buildings wherever we can. There's a 0.16. A 0.13, another 0.13. Don't want to spend all of my money. It's always worth having some on standby in case you need to get mercenaries later on, especially when you do start getting coalitions against you. What about buildings that increase trade? Because we do have a few nice things around here. For example, Alexandria. But, yeah, some of these are worth quite a bit as well. Just trying to keep one eye on my money while I'm just sort of going mad and randomly clicking on things that look... Oh, you give us quite a bit of trade power there. We don't even have one of these in Constantinople. Wow. That gives us a huge ton of trade power. What about over here? Yep. Get one down there in... Are we out of money? No, we're not. Okay, I can build one there. It was just glitching out for some reason. That's probably all we need for the time being. But yeah, that's going to give us quite a bit of extra trade power there. So let's save the rest of the money. And have we got the heavies? These are... Oh, there are other military units that we were building. So everything over here looks okay for now. I don't think we need to be too concerned with it. We've got something else happening. The game seems to be running a little bit slower. Let's go and split you in half and move half of you down into the other mountains in case that rebellion does fire. So we're getting the call for peace. And I would happily peace out right now, but I see this is a new province here. I'm sure that that wasn't there before. There's definitely some new provinces appeared. So what we want to try and do is, yeah, like the Papal State is sieging some stuff back there. There's still a fair bit of Austria that isn't sieged out yet. We can invest in a new technology, which would be admin tech. We are behind time. Would give us more states. But I think I want to wait until the war's over, just to see if France do throw us any territory. They may well do. What's this icon here? Currently hiding from enemy fleets that are too strong. Oh, cool. Well, it's not like the enemy fleets can do an awful lot. Now, we've got flipping rebels again. These are pretenders. So we can go and wipe those out. I'm half tempted to take this army and just go and try and help out France with the Papal State and the rest of Austria. Papal State's got a big army down there. We're actually taking some heavy losses there. Crimea are coming in to reinforce. But I want to deal with these rebellions because I don't want stuff to keep getting unsieged. That's the problem. So how many men are we short of? We are 25,000 men down. Wow. Lose some piety. That's fine. I don't mind that. What I'd like to do is go and speak to the estates and see if it's... Yeah, we can't get any more manpower from you for a while, can we? Raise additional levies. Loyalty and influence are not high enough. We can only do it every 25 years. So yeah, we'll need to wait a little while before we can do that one. Yeah, I don't know. The AI seems to have a problem with being in slow, long wars and not piecing out very early, which is a little bit of a stupid thing. We can march down there and siege out one of Papal... what is this, Papal State? Yeah. We can go and siege out one of their provinces here. Now, France and Castile are down there with like over 110, 120,000 men. So they should be able to deal with that Papal State army. There is a 34 stack of Austrians down there that Naples can't really deal with. But I get the feeling that once the Papal State army gets destroyed, these guys will actually come back and help out. So there's not too much of a problem there. Again, we've got a lot of our own rebels that might fire because we're getting a lot of unrest for being in the war for so long. So I would kind of like all of that to go away. Papal State armies coming down here. What I'm tempted to do is take one of these other armies and move it a little bit closer, just in case they come and try and do something. You see there, they're actually trying to unsiege. But if they try and jump on me here, I want to be able to make sure that I can defend against it. And again, there's religious zealots down there trying to unsiege some stuff. Here comes France again with another large army. Although I think they're still trying to get stuff sieged out up here. They're not doing too bad. All this stuff belongs to Austria as well. A lot of it is sieged by rebels. Like, we've been engaged up here. I wasn't keeping my eye on things. That was really, really bad. We're not going to get here in time. So I think we're just going to retreat. Can we not just retreat? Apparently we can't retreat. What just happened there? Let's make sure we are paused. That is Austria out of the war. So what just happened? Austria will cede Hainaut, Cambrai and the Moor to France. Austria will cede Slavonia to the Ottomans. Okay, so we only got one province out of it. I don't mind that too much. I didn't want too much overextension or a massive coalition. Austria will pay 268 ducats to France and its allies and we'll get 67. That's not much. I mean, okay, Austria weren't the primary participant. France suffers aggressive expansion. The Ottomans suffer 9 aggressive expansion. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So that's Austria out of the war. I think we need to get these transports over here. So it's basically just the Papal State now, but we are... I don't know if we can get there in time. I'm really not sure we can do. Here comes in Aragon. They are black flagged. Somehow we managed to win that fight. Don't ask me how, because I don't have a clue. So we gained one province, which we'll go ahead and start coring straight away. So as we didn't spend a lot on coring, let's go ahead and take our tech. We don't want to fall behind in admin tech. We've got a siege over here. So let's go ahead and split a few units up. I looks like we're like the primary participant in this war so far. Losing more piety, but that's good. Losing piety is going to make sure that we get better manpower recovery, and we're really going to need it. There's no real ships around of note, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to break off the heavies. Come on. Break off the heavies. I do hate that autosave sometimes. There's the heavies. You're going to go home and we'll sort of rest you back up. We don't need you here now. Looks like there is going to be some naval combat over here. Ah, yes, because we've just forced out some ships. That's fine. So you can come and you're going to land there? Well, I guess we can land there. That's fine. It's not a problem. So was it all this stuff that France took? Some of this stuff up here. So we'll be grabbing some more of this where we can. So Papal State are going to be 100% siege soon, even though they've still got an army down here wailing on Naples. They are really getting sieged out. It's been a fun war, I'll certainly give it that. And yeah, that 20 minutes went by really quickly, so I'm going to end things there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.